Managing access points, it's pretty easy if you have only one access point. Then you get to your access point, and we'll do that in next module. And then you set up basically your channel and your power. Done. This is easy if you have only one and if you don't have any neighbor. It's not that easy anymore if you have many access points, because then in that case, you have to take into account all your neighbors and you have to decide of what channel is best for each of them and what power is best for each of them. And that may be a problem because some access points may be close to each other and they are so close that you cannot have them on the same channel. So deciding which channel is best is easy if you have an automated tool, but it's very cumbersome if you have to do it manually because each AP you change will have consequences on the channel of all the others around it. The same goes for the power. Ideally, you would not want to only change channels, you would also want to change overlaps between your cells, and that means playing with power. But you also have to take into account situations where your access points are set up, everything is working fine, and then suddenly one AP disappears. What do you do then? If you have to reconfigure your system manually, it means that you have to monitor the network 24/7 and jump in every time something happens to reconfigure the other access points around it. Whereas if you have an automated system, you may want to automatically inflate the power of neighboring access points, automatically change the power and the channels whenever needed, so the system auto-heals whenever a problem happens without having you to be on site monitoring the network all the time. So this is what Radio Resource Management, or RRM, does. And it acts on three different items that you need to be very familiar with. The first one is channel, using an algorithm that we call DCA, Dynamic Channel Assignment. The second item which works together with DCA is power, and that uses Transmit Power Control, TPC. Be careful, there is in the controller another feature which is called DTPC, a Dynamic Transmit Power Control. This is something else entirely. We're talking here in RRM about TPC, without the D, without the dynamic. Although it's dynamic, it doesn't have that name. So DCA and TPC work together, and there is a third algorithm which is called CHDM, Coverage Hole Detection and Mitigation. So let's have a look at those algorithms.